right, so episode.
I think we should get. I think we should get. I feel that episodes 7 and 8 are pretty much a whole episode. Just got split into 2. So let's just talk about episodes 7 and 8. No going back. Let's get right into it.
Can I give you why? Well,
no, tell me.
On 8, what I felt on 8 specifically. Like, I felt that 8 specifically was a bit underwhelming.
You're not the only one that feels that way, Gabe.
Not that it was a bad episode, just wasn't wasn't enough. 45 minutes, I mean, it's 49 minutes with credits and titles and all that stuff.
Yep.
But 45-ish minutes was not enough to wrap up what's supposed to be a miniseries.
Mm-hmm. And then the whole thing with, Ray Stevenson's final role before his passing.
Oh.
I'm like, I wish we got to see a lot more of it.
You're not going to have him again.
Yeah.
You just can't.
And unfortunately, going forward, we are Dave Filoni, whether he chooses to recast him or not, we ain't going to see Ray Stevenson again as, Baylan. And it's sad. Well,
the Night Sisters could resurrect.
Yeah. But that's Star Wars, not real life, Gabe.
Is it?
Gabe, I'm not a zombie.
Is it?
I am not a zombie. I'm not a witch, sister zombie, okay?
You're not
my sister zombie.
My sister zombie?
The Night Sister zombie. My sister zombie.
Yep.
My date with the president's daughter, oh yeah. My date with the Night Sister's daughter, oh yeah.
All right. So I think that's why we're gonna combine the two.
Yeah, because it felt like the one episode split into 2. I think it should have been episode 7 and then episode 8.
8 should have been
something. Should have been
hour
bigger.
And 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour and 30 minutes.
It should have been its own whole movie.
It should have been a little movie. Yeah. But I think that's also because I think that when you go back and you watch Mando end of Mando's
season 3.
Well, even just season 1
and season 2.
Season 2, they always had these great, good endings, even though they knew it was going to go into.
I think I know
sequels.
why.
Okay.
Because it's Jon Favreau's magic. I feel like Jon Favreau knows how to
wrap
up with a nice show. Like you told me about the bow. You did tell me about the bow
at the end.
I think we didn't get the bow.
No.
And I agree that what did happen.
I think the present was good.
Yes.
It's a good present. It's just you didn't wrap it up with the bow. You didn't.
It was like all taped up, like rushed, taped up. Hey, I'm talking about rushed. Episode 8 felt another rush situation. You mean to tell me that Ahsoka and everybody and their mother were surviving the turbo lasers? The turbo lasers from a Star Destroyer. Do you happen to know what these turbo lasers do from a Star Destroyer?
Yeah, I do.
I felt that it should have never happened to begin with the turbo lasers. Because these turbo lasers are ending.
Well, are we going to start with 7 or are we going to start with 8? I just wanted to say that 8 was a bit underwhelming.
Because you said 8. My bad. We'll get into that later. So let's get into 7.
Let's get into 7.
If we want to nitpick, we'll take nitpick episode. That's what's funny. I think the only nitpick I have is episode 8. Everything else was perfect.
That's the same. I feel like that's the same. Episode 8 is my biggest nitpick.
Yes. I haven't even had any nitpicks throughout this show. That's how good the show was. I had no nitpicks. And then episode 8 came in. And I was like, Jon Favreau, come back.
Come back.
Be it Dave Filoni's ear. We need more.
Just a little something.
Turn it up the heat. Turn up
something.
It's getting cold in here. Turn up the heat a bit.
All right. So 7. 7. Where are we at on 7? 7 is which episode?
So 7 was Ahsoka coming back into fold. She just gets into just gets out of hyperspace with the whales, and all hell breaks loose. I mean, Thrawn already has set up mines for the whales, and the whales are getting.
Was that 7?
Yes, at the beginning of 7.
Okay.
The beginning of 7, and we enter the whale graveyard with all the freaking destruction of the mines.
I still love those fighters, man.
Dude,
those fighters from the Eye of Sion.
Yeah,
I still love those fighters.
I gotta say, Morgan She knows her style. She got style.
She got style.
She got style. Morgan got a stylish eye.
Wait, let me quote my boy, the Nate Meister. Mommy got style.
Mama got style. Mommy Cakes got style. Morgan Elsbeth got style and cakes.
Mommy Morgan.
Morgan Cakes.
Mommy Morgan?
Yep, Mommy Morgan.
You got your Mommy Morgan cakes and you got your Mommy Mothma cakes.
Mommy Mothma cakes. I don't know. Damn. Can I have them both?
Can you have both cakes?
Can I have
you
both?
You can't
cakes?
have your cake and eat it too.
Damn it. I want to eat it too. Okay. But let's move on. So, all right. So the mines of Morgan start blowing up.
Cool. I liked the showing of mines. I like that they put a minefield down.
I think they used up all the mines. That's a lot of mines. I think they used up all the mines.
So many freaking mines.
Was so heated about whales. Like, throw all the mines. He asked. So Adog asked, how many mines? Everything.
He said with impunity.
Yeah.
Right? He said, anything that hyperspace in, destroy it with impunity.
Yeah, I forgot the actual phrase, but yeah, it's right. You're right.
Yeah.
And extreme prejudice.
Extreme prejudice?
Yes, extreme prejudice.
That what he
said? Yeah, he pulled a Tony Stark and Jarvis. Like Tony Stark, kill all extremists with extreme prejudice.
Extreme prejudice. And then they tried to kill them whales.
Yeah, but the whales are too. The whales are too tough. The whales were too.
The whales got some thick hide.
Yeah.
You know what? We should.
Well, they could ram Star Destroyers like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
They could take a beating, but they all left.
I feel like that one whale, maybe that one whale that Ahsoka got in was the same whale that put him over there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a Moby Dick situation. So at some point.
Yeah.
Again. I really just want to see.
I don't think any of the whales died. I think the whales just came in. They took a beating, but they left. I don't think Disney. I think Disney didn't want to throw a shade to Thrawn being a whale killer, so he didn't want any whales to get hurt.
I think it was a bit too late with the mines. He's a whale killer.
The whale.
They just didn't succeed in killing the whales. That's all that it is.
Yeah.
But going into the. I like how we went into the whale graveyard.
Yeah,
another one of those classic Star Wars moments where you go into a really dense area, the never tell me the odds kind of moment.
Yep.
You're just getting in there.
I did like how Thrawn was being cautious with Ahsoka because he already knew she was a Jedi and also a apprentice
once he learned, yeah.
Okay, she is unpredictable, just like her master. Pull the troops back, but we're gonna lose them in the. That's
fine. We'll wait till she comes out.
Wait till she comes out, and don't worry, I got backup. The witches, my witches, come here, witches.
The witches.
I love them. I love them so much. You know the main witch, the main mother. She is
the
Great Mother. She's the actress that played in Farscape.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yep. The other mommy witch.
The other one.
Yeah. But I love the mommy witches too. Mommy Cakes witches. Yeah. Love them all, mommy. I love them all, mommy. Okay, so I like how the witches. I like how Thrawn utilized the witches. Like they know how to find,
Yeah.
Yeah. Know how to use their your intellect and their witchcraft to locate certain characters, especially.
Yeah, but the interesting thing I found about it.
Yeah, what's up?
Is in reality, if you want to pinpoint where something is, you triangulate.
Yep.
You use 3 different signals to pinpoint where it might be in a 3-dimensional space, especially. And there's 3 witches, and they always form this triangle. So they're like, let us triangulate where she is. Found her. It's similar to just be like, quick, use the cell towers. We're in. We've triangulated her position. She's here.
So the witches are Thrawn's
it's his radar.
Guy in the computer.
It's his radar system.
The guy in the computer. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
These are my girls in the computer.
These are my girls.
Yeah. Guy in the computer, girls in the computer. Yeah. My guy, I got girls. Everyone got guys. I got girls on my computer.
I got girls.
Yeah.
We got girl hackers.
Force hackers. Oh my God. Yeah, they were force hacking.
They're force hacking. That's all they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was fun. I definitely thought the whole segment entering it felt very like they amped up the struggle level for the story. Okay, Thrawn knows where our heroes are at, and he necessarily doesn't care, but he wants to keep tabs as long as he's able to complete his mission.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the heroes, they're having a bit of a challenge. I loved how we got challenges now for our heroes. Like, they kept escalating the challenge. And that's why I felt with the finale, the challenge went building up, and then...
Well, are you talking about the actual finale?
The actual finale.
Episode 8?
Yeah, the challenge got built up to something that we thought...
Let's still stay on 7. Let's still stay on 7.
Yeah.
All right, so Ahsoka gets through... she gets through to the planet.
Yep.
She's still being chased around.
Yep.
Then we got Ezra. Okay, how'd you feel about the little circle of the wagons?
Yeah,
the Indian, the Native American / the old. It's an old trope.
Old Western trope.
Old Western trope. You circle the wagons, and then all the bandits are old school racist part. The Native Americans circling around trying to kill all the people in the middle.
You know, I was thinking also the elephant circle. Try to protect the young, keep the
Okay.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
Same type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But yeah, I thought that was. I like how Dave Filoni tries and he succeeds in taking older, history and content and modernize it.
Yeah.
And I like that. That's what George did with his Star Wars at the time. So I like that. I like how he is doing stuff from George's playbook. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they're again always pulling in Seven Samurai type of stuff, the Western stuff. Like it is
Cowboys versus aliens.
Cowboys versus, but all of it is sort of it's those homages to cinema and filming that have taken place before.
Yeah,
bringing all those moments in. I mean I had fun. I felt I think in episode 7 I felt the moment when they're you see them and they're just sort of gliding along, and then all of a sudden the wolf pack starts to ascend upon and then it speeds up a lot. I was like, man, those things move a lot faster than they were before. They're moving really fast.
Full power rabbit.
Really fast. I thought that was a little silly and a little janky in a way.
Now, how did you like when Ezra was given the opportunity to use his lightsaber?
Oh, that was fun.
I liked it, and I understand why he didn't want to take the lightsaber at the time.
That's not his anymore.
It's not his anymore, and also he's out of practice.
Yeah, he's
out of practice with the saber. He hasn't been practicing with the saber.
But I like him just going, no, I'm good. No, it's yours.
It's yours. You've been practicing with it. It's your toy now.
I gave it to you. Literally, do not give it back to me.
Yeah. I like how he played a homage to Yoda. The Force is my ally.
Oh,
I love that. Like, the Force is my ally. I love how he was just like.
But he was going
Force Kung Fu.
He was going ham with it, man. He was just, force pushing, force pulling. Like when Shin comes into play and she takes that blade and comes right at him, he just goes, mommy.
Mommy, you got some nice eyes. Can we talk for a bit?
Well, hello.
Well, hello there, Mommy.
See, you have eyes.
Shit.
I have eyes. You have eyes.
Yeah,
We've both got eyes.
Eyes of a feather,
Maybe we can see eye to eye. Stupid.
So he was bouncing around, playing with the blaster and everything too.
That was fun. Yeah. That was fun. I like how he didn't use the lightsaber right away. We got more of his force power stuff to come into play.
Yeah, Force Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Force Fu.
Force Fu?
Yeah, Force Fu. I loved it. And we've seen it before with Mace Windu in the animated Todoroki show.
Yeah, we did.
He did use the Force as a Kung Fu against the battle droids.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, to be
out of the realm of possibility.
Out of the realm of possibility. It didn't take me out of the show. I know people complain that why didn't he use his lightsaber because let the ape only cook.
Well, I mean, even episode 2, you got that moment with Kit Fisto, where he literally just stops and force pushes a whole bunch of droids and they just fall down and then they're broken.
Yep.
It's not uncommon.
When Kenobi goes up against Django and uses some martial arts against him.
Yeah. Even in the Clone Wars, the Filoni verse aspect of it, there's many moments where they use the Force powers to, instead of just using their lightsaber to battle certain enemies or push them off a ledge or pull them in. Anybody who's ever played any of the Jedi Outcast games or the newer Kyle Kestis stuff,
Survivor,
there's so much Force usage to integrate in with your combat, with your combat lightsaber styles. So I enjoyed seeing that type of stuff popping in.
Yep.
So the circling of the wagons was kind of cool. I think it was interesting that the entire premise of that hermit crab race is just defense.
Yeah.
Like, we're not trying to be big warriors. We're not trying to make weapons. It's even funny when I think they're like riding along, and one of them like just takes like his random junk and just throws it at the
also, they had like slingshots too.
Yeah.
They're cute. They're cute. In their hermit crabby way.
Hermit crabby kind of way.
They're cute.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I did like when Ahsoka finally comes into battle, and
before we get to Ahsoka's battle, gotta talk about Baylan.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Baylan.
No, I was talking before Ahsoka ever comes in, what Baylan says to Shin. That's a huge moment. The progression of Baylan and Shin's relationship, when he separates from her, that's a big moment for both of them.
Yeah, I was really surprised with that. That Shin actually decides in the finale to actually stay with on the same planet.
Yeah.
Well, because in a way, Baylan did tell her like, your side of the story is with the Empire, the newly formed Empire. I hope you enjoyed it. Cause I gotta go my own.
I gotta go my own way.
Yeah,
I gotta go my own way. You do your thing.
Yeah, but she didn't go with the Empire.
But I felt like for Shin's character, that was a hard moment for her character to separate herself from somebody who essentially has been her master since she was a little girl. Like, just and it's not like they separated in a healthy way, so to speak, where they were both able to just say goodbye. It was kind of just like, you need to leave and I need to leave.
Yeah.
I'm already feeling like I have to go this direction.
Yeah.
And something that's calling out to Baylan is telling him she can't go with him. I think that was really rough, and I think that was the downfall for her when she comes into the fight.
Yeah.
That even though she's used to fighting, separately.
Yep. She always could rely on
her master being there in the end.
It's kind of like how Ahsoka and Anakin were. Like, Ahsoka can always rely on Anakin to be there for her when she was training with Anakin.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what happens, Anakin would be there.
Right.
And I think it's sort of the same thing with Shin and Baylan. And I'm kind of surprised. I was really surprised with Shin and Baylan. With the finale, she actually stays on the planet, and I thought that Baylan felt that Shin wanted to separate herself because of her new empire.
When she gets beat. Because okay, now we can say, like, when Ahsoka comes in, when Ahsoka drops in, and man, her fight again.
You know what I loved? I love the fact that even though she got a new brand new look, brand new sense of power now, she still doesn't beat Baylan. Baylan admits it.
But she also recognizes what she needs to be in the moment.
That's true. Yeah.
She now knows she doesn't need to just flat out beat him. She just needs to get to whom she needs to get to.
Ezra and Sabine.
Right.
But Baylan does admit that he can sense it. He knows. He's fully aware that you can't beat me now.
Oh yeah.
Possibly. But, then she does the whole Hugh Yang comes in the rescue to divert Baylan while Ahsoka rides off into the distance to save Ezra and Sabine.
Which I thought it was a little funny when he's getting ready to drop her off.
Yep.
Remember what happened last time? I kind of wish we saw the last time.
Yes.
I really kind of do. But remember what happened last time? I'm like, yeah, you messed up.
I wonder if she meant when I first heard that. I thought they were referencing the first episode.
The very first episode?
Where Hugh Yang made it too late.
Maybe that is. I was thinking it was more
and someone was blaming him for that.
I always thought it was like he's tried dropping her off before like that. And the last time, like, the timing was just completely off, and she ends up like tumbling and, you know, twisting an ankle or something. I thought it was the first episode of Ahsoka because Hugh Yang missed the timing to go and save. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But maybe that could have been that could also be a tie-in to something else later. That could also be I can see that. The fight number 2 between Baylan and Ahsoka was good.
Yep.
You saw more confidence in
Ahsoka.
And she's dual wielding when she goes up against him at the time.
And I like how Baylan was able to hold himself, and he's still pretty powerful with that blade.
Baylan's choices feel. It kind of makes me sad that Rey is gone, because there's these choices that are now, especially from the finale, some major freaking choices.
Yep.
Like even him fighting Ahsoka, and then Ahsoka goes ahead and disengages.
Yep.
And goes to help out Ezra and Sabine.
Yep.
Baylan could have gone after.
Yep. But he chose
to leave it alone.
Yep.
And once Shin is like Shin, I felt so bad for her. I really my heart sank for her character when the stormtroopers that were sent as reinforcements, which that was great too. The aspect that what's our actual boy Blue Thrawn is sitting there going, no, send some troopers. It's okay if they die. It's fine. We just need to stall for time.
Yep.
Sends them in with her.
When I was reading from the fan reaction with Thrawn, losing troops needlessly. How do you feel about that? Do you felt that Thrawn was out of shape in a way with mentally and tactically?
No, I don't. And the reason being is that Thrawn, it's not like Thrawn said, send everybody in. Yeah. He said a specific amount, send 2 squads. Send 2 squads. That's it. Nobody else.
And also, when he saw that the fight was to the favor of Ahsoka, he
withdrew them. He withdrew them.
Yeah.
He said, no, they're done.
Yeah.
They did what we needed them to do, bring them back. But it was also that, wait, where's my other mercenary?
Yep.
Okay, the situation has changed.
I missed the idea of it.
Yep.
But not the truth.
Quit quoting them. Quit quoting the show. We're talking about it. We're talking about it right now.
I know.
Him taking that moment to Thrawn taking that moment to say, no, the situation has changed. Let me reassess.
Yep.
And regroup. I've already stalled for enough time. But again, going back
That's
to
what I love. That's what I love is that the way he explained it to Morgan and to the audience. The reason why I did things. Because I have a plan.
Yeah.
Right? My plan is
this.
Leap. And everybody else, I'm wasting their time. And that was part of my plan.
Time is part of his battle.
Yes.
He understands the importance of time within the concept, the overall.
He was playing an RTS game. He was playing a literal RTS game.
He wasn't just looking at the.
It felt like RTS, like the whole hologram and everything. He felt like he was playing RTS.
Yeah, there's the early game, the mid game, and the late game. He knew exactly what he wanted all the way to the late game. The late game was leap. Late game was get out. But again, Shin, I felt so bad for her when she realizes she's all alone. My heart sank for her, and then when she leaves, it's like, man, poor Shin.
Yeah,
Shin really got. I think out of every character, out of this whole show, Shin really got the end of the
I was really hoping that at the time it wasn't going to happen. I know it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
but Ahsoka did
she offered. She did
olive branch.
Yeah, she did. But
I can help you.
There's something with Shin that wasn't ready for that.
Yeah,
similar to how similar to how what's their girl's name? Sorry, I'm like blanking out. Sabine. Somehow Sabine was like, she's not ready yet.
Yeah.
Shin wasn't ready for that connection.
Yeah.
She just lost her master.
Yep.
She's not looking to replace it with a new one. But when we come to Thrawn and his tactics, man, that guy, especially Elsbeth's.
Morgan Elsbeth, yeah.
Morgan's like thought like we just lost troops. We just lost our Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how is this a success? And he's like, now let me tell you what I see.
Nah, yep.
Like, dang.
I love Thrawn for that. I loved how Thrawn wasn't being disciplinary against his troops or his
because they did what he wanted them to do.
No, not only that, the second command couldn't value or see what Thrawn was doing.
Yeah.
And then Thrawn, explained it perfectly to her.
Yeah.
Not like didn't discipline her for not thinking my way. No. Let me explain what happened.
Yeah, let me explain. I'm just gonna let you know.
Let's
but
talk.
even Thrawn during the Rebels did that to Hera.
Yep.
When he first meets Hera and he's talking about like studying the Twi'lek or Twilight culture.
Yeah, he was all about studying your enemy. I want to study you. I want to know. I want to know about you.
I want to know how all of this works.
Yeah.
Him realizing Anakin Skywalker is Ahsoka's master. All of a sudden, like, things just click. What were Anakin's tactics?
Yep.
What were Anakin's way of doing things?
Yep.
That had to have been taught to Ahsoka.
Yep. So the randomness.
Smart guy.
Yep.
Smart guy.
There was talks that people hoping that at some point, possibly we'll see like either a show or flashback episode where Thrawn and Vader are working together. Because there's been novels and shows based off comics that were based off the exploits of Thrawn and Anakin and Vader. So would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind it.
Well, I mean, what was it? Thrawn wasn't a Grand Admiral all the time.
No.
He worked his way up through the ranks.
Yep.
So
let me see.
Is that pretty much our end of 7?
I think we talked mostly what we wanted to talk about with 7. Now let's talk about the beginning of 7, which was Hera Syndulla's spanking.
Was that the beginning of 7 or was that?
Yep, that was the beginning of episode 7.
You're right. That's the beginning of 7. My brain's going into 8 already. That was a hilarious moment. My boy Chomper, though.
Because the politician was like, are we going to listen to a freaking droid for this? I'm like,
I still think that man's with the Empire.
Chopper was like, I'm like, do you know the crime I've committed?
Calm down.
Imperial.
Calm down, Chopper.
Do you happen to know the war crimes I've committed throughout the years? He's the ultimate war crime droid, I tell you. To be fair, Vader holds the most war crimes next to Tarkin, but as a droid, Chopper is the best of war crimes.
Chopper's just... What is... How it's a good way to... Chopper is just... You know what? Okay. If you're a Dungeons & Dragons fan out there, tabletop RPG, I guess you could say that Chopper is chaotic good.
Chaotic good. Yeah, I agree. Chaotic good.
Yeah, he does things for the right reasons, but he's gonna make a mess out of
it. If it wasn't for the whales, I think Chopper would have found a way to ruin Thrawn.
Just out of sheer dumb luck. Not because Chopper had a good plan or anything. It's just Chopper would have accidentally pulled the wrong cord and just been like,
What that means, we gotta go.
And then would have put it back and it would have blown up something. Like, what did you do, Chopper?
So, at the beginning of episode 7, Hera Syndulla Mommy is getting her spanked, by the politicians. Because they felt that she was out of line by doing what she did, by going on her own orders to try and stop this remnant empire that she keeps talking about. But they don't believe it. And here's another thing, too. Akbar was in there, too. I'm surprised they didn't even want to use Akbar.
Was Akbar in that scene?
That was Akbar, next to the politician? Yeah.
No.
The war council there.
That was not Akbar.
That was Akbar, man. I hate when I found out that was Akbar because they didn't use him. They didn't talk or anything. That's a rap, or that's a trap, or this man is out of line. This politician's all like, who are you?
Who are you?
Who brought you in? Did you fight in the war with me? No.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess Dave Filoni couldn't find a way to bring Akbar's, I guess, voice into this war console. Because he could have said something to where Harrison Dula did great for the rebellion.
Are you sure that was him?
Yeah, it's Akbar. Everybody have been talking about it. That was Akbar in episode. He looked weird though. Like it wasn't his red color. So yeah.
I don't think that was Akbar.
Maybe, but that's what people have been saying, that it's Akbar.
Maybe so.
People were saying it was Akbar, so it is Akbar. Yeah. He looked weird though, because he's usually a more redder color, but I guess it corresponds to atmosphere. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe according to some of these things, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I wish I didn't find out it was Akbar. You know why? Because he didn't do anything. He just he just sat there.
Akbar has been the most snubbed character in all of Star Wars. Episode 7, 8.
Don't speak that name.
Episode 8.
Don't speak that name.
He was there.
He got blown up, and I hate that.
I know. They gave us some random woman general nobody's ever heard of instead of giving it to
Akbar.
Yeah. I don't mind if she had a role, but Akbar always gets snubbed. It's like somebody says, "Hey, bring Akbar in," and it's a trap for him.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yep.
It's a trap.
So, how do you feel about the war console? Trying to discipline Harrison Dillon.
It kind of made sense that was going to happen.
Yep.
I think we kind of saw that coming especially after she's that other starship comes over the planet.
Yep.
And talks to Carson.
Yep. And I think Harrison Dillon did take the blunt.
She knew she was going to get reprimanded.
Yeah, I think she also wanted to take most of the blunt of it because she didn't want Carson to get reprimanded. Because I think she would have been right there with him.
Of course. But I think the funniest part though is as soon as Leia gets her hands in on it.
Oh, it was such a cool cameo.
In episode, what was it, 6, where we see them searching for Ahsoka?
Yep.
Or is that episode 5?
No, episode 5. That's when Carson brought up Leia.
Yep. Yeah, he brings up Leia. Senator Organa can't cover for us too much longer.
Yeah.
They already made the reference that she's involved.
I love C-3PO, and that was actually the actor to play C-3PO.
Yeah, that was Daniels.
Daniel. Yep.
Yeah. That was good. It was good.
He actually came back to play C-3PO. Because I've been hearing that he sort of retired, but at this point, I think he was okay coming back.
Oh, almost any time his character has come in, he's played his own. He's played C-3PO almost every time.
Yeah, there's talks that he was retiring, but I guess it's cool to see him back.
Well, even if you're retired, bro, come in for one role.
Yeah.
Okay, make a little bit of extra money.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I
like how C-3PO came in with a gravitas that I know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
Except for that one
politician.
Dude was like, "Who the heck is this guy?"
What?
Everybody else is over there like, "You don't know who C-3PO is?" Like, he's the most iconic golden rod that walks on 2 legs.
Yep.
Like, everybody knows this droid.
Yep.
All right. Everybody.
Everyone
knows who this droid is.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And even if you think you saw him, you still treat him like it's still
he's
C-3PO.
royalty.
He kind of is. But I think, as much as I wish I would have seen Leia, even bringing in, like, I would not mind doing something similar to what they did with Luke, having a different actress who looks similar to Leia.
Honestly,
come in.
If she's ever ready to do this, I feel the daughter of Leia, Carrie Fisher's daughter, should take the role as Leia.
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it at all. Especially since we keep doing these stories that take place.
Yeah, because I know these actors aren't young anymore. You got Harrison Ford, the Mark Hamill's. I don't mind as long as you tell the story with respect and honor to these old characters and these older actors, I wouldn't mind recasting with a newer...
Like what they did, I like what they did with Luke in Book of Boba.
Yeah.
You know, especially who they got to voice and to come in.
Because even though Mark Hamill did come in to play the role as Luke Skywalker in Mandalorian's end of season 2, in season 3 he just did the voice.
Right.
That's season 3, Book of Boba.
Book of Boba. He voiced over. Yeah. But the guy that they got naturally looks very similar to Mark Hamill, and they just had to do some slight tweaks.
The thing is, you can't do the Heir of the Empire without Luke, Leia, and Han.
Oh, you just can't.
You just can't. There's going to be a time where if we're going to bring the story to life with Dave Filoni, he knows that he needs to bring these characters.
I would actually wouldn't mind our actor who played Han in Solo.
Oh, I love him. I'm sorry. I love Solo.
I like Solo.
Yes.
I had fun with Solo.
It was different. I love
it. Was a heist film.
I just hate the fact that it was reshot like 5 times.
That's what I didn't like.
And you can tell. You can tell in the story it was reshot like freaking 5 times.
To me, it's like that to me in comparison is like the Hobbit films.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Hobbit films, but I also understand that...
Oh, Chopper, calm down.
I also understand that the Hobbit films originally was Guillermo del Toro who was doing it, so completely different look, completely different style.
Then Peter Jackson
and Del Toro left, and Jackson came in the middle of production.
Yep, and you can tell.
Take a break.
You can really tell.
Right.
I enjoyed them. Hobbit gets too much hate. Hobbit just gets too much.
I think there's just too much hate in the world. Period.
Oh, you're right.
You know, that's why I love you.
I love you too,
and
man.
Your cakes, buddy.
And the cakes. Always the cakes. Never forget the cakes.
I don't have any cakes.
I got cakes.
Yeah, well, that's because they got rebuilt.
That's true.
After your escapades in Colombia.
Yes, good times. Good times.
We'll
talk about it.
Good times. Escobar.
Pablo. Bastard. Anyway. I still remember he shot off my legs.
You're like, no, it wasn't. Okay. Anyways.
Not C-3PO royalty. This fool. No respect.
No respect.
No respect.
I get no respect at all.
You know what's funny though? I feel that as much as Han Solo gives freaking heck to C-3PO, this politician just gave the worst.
No, Han doesn't have hate towards C-3PO. Han likes to mess with C-3PO.
But this guy was truly...
This guy truly did not like him.
He did not like him. He didn't like droids. I'm like, he was being racist to droids. Are you out of your damn mind, dude? You bring this racism to C-3PO? Are you out of your damn mind?
Droid, they're not even a race. They're droids.
I love this whole segment.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun. I kind of want Leia back in. I just do. I want to see even if it's in the wings. Like her, just, showing her doing a nod or something, just to show her.
Yeah.
But I know that would be a lot of work. I know there might not have been time in order to get it done because they're on rush schedules.
Yep.
I get it. So
episode 7, are we done?
We're wrapped with episode 7.
I think we talked about everything, right?
We went through all of the middle stuff.
Do you like the exchange, the whole reunion with Ahsoka, Ezra, and Sabine?
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice.
And I also liked how Ahsoka didn't reprimand Sabine.
I'm happy with that.
Especially since she was able to have closure with Anakin and she understands that Anakin overall accepts her.
Yeah.
I think that helped for when she meets Sabine and understands Sabine's choices, and even in the in episode 6 when they're coming over.
Yep.
She even mentions that she's pretty sure that Sabine, there was no other choice for Sabine but to go ahead and
I told you that. I told you that. Yeah. I remember saying that. That's how I felt.
That's how you felt, but it's one thing for you to tell me how you feel, and then another for the character to actually confirm for us that that's how she feels.
Yeah.
I liked that. I liked the reunion. The reunion was nice. The reunion was sweet. It was good. And then stuff just starts to
escalate
some more when we're going into episode 8. Hey everyone, and thank you for stopping by at Geekin Out and checking out this video. I'm Gabe from Archetype, and if you could please, do all the things. Subscribe, like, comment, share, promote this to the world. Make sure the leaders of all nations see this, and let's spread the joy
of geeking out together. Because that's the only way we get to make an empire. It's not just me. It's not just Nat. It's together. I hope you all have a lovely day and a lovely evening and a lovely morning or whatever it is, wherever you're watching. And I guess me and Nat will see you on the next one. Until then, later. All right, I'm gonna that way. That way. See you guys later.